Mike, you're here to do a TIG welding lesson with me.
Oh, I am.
Cool. Right, so the most important thing with TIG welding is your comfort. Right. If you're not comfortable, you can't weld. Comfort is more important than your settings.
Okay.
So we're going to start with elbow under the wire.
Yeah.
Hold the torch like a pen.
Yeah.
Turn the welder on and off with our index finger.
Yeah.
Okay. What I don't want to see is hold the torch like this, or like this, or any other way that some people hold it. If you do anything wrong, I'll make you do 20 press-ups. Okay. So pop your mask on. I'll do a weld. So what's good about our welding lessons is we cut out all the, well, we cut out a lot of the health and safety, we cut out all of the theory, we cut out all the... that's right.
I'll bleep it, it's fine.
What's good about our welding lessons is we cut out all the well, a lot of the health and safety. We cut out all the theory and we cut out all the talking, we just get straight down to welding. So within 5 minutes of walking in the door, you've got a welder in your hands and you're doing the welding. So get your helmet on, off we go. Okay, so what I want you to do, elbow under the wire, palm down on the table, nice and steady, no wire for now, just get used to turn the welder on and off, okay? Hold it down to turn it on, let go to turn it off. Let the welder go through its closing down sequence before you pull the torch away. Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so the material's starting to heat up now.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it's 25 mil. Probably put 10 or 12 in it.
Yeah, a bit better further up.
Yeah, definitely. Step 4.
About step 3, and then it's starting to get a bit hot, like you say.
Yeah, so less time on your step 1. Alright. So one piece in the bottom, one piece in the top like that.
Okay.
Okay. So we take a piece, put another piece on top of it like that, put the shroud down in there like that, and you hold the button on for 3 seconds, okay? Go for it. Okay, 3 second tack, whip it, another 2 pieces, do the same thing. The guidance. That is not very good to do. That is the one. comfortable at your finishing point. Reach to the start.
Okay.
Okay? What will happen is you'll get comfortable here. As soon as you start to move, you run into your hand.
Yeah.
Don't slide,
Don't slide.
because you'll hitch up on some shit on the desk. Okay? So you get comfortable there. Reach to start, pull the trigger, and weld to the.
Okay. Yeah, it could cost a bit at the end. Always run out of speed.
So see where my hand is? I've got the holder on my hand. Like that. Get comfortable there. See where I'm rolling my hand away?
Yeah.
We get comfortable there. Roll to the front, pull the trigger, roll back. Yeah, so it's like kind of.
Okay.
Hold the torch a lot closer and go a lot slower.
Tell me a bit about the machine shop.
So the machine shop is awesome. So machine shop's an open access workshop based in the Midlands. Machine shop is a self-service engineering workshop based in the Midlands. We're here to support British engineering, teach people how to use welding machinery and metal working machinery.
Why do you guys do what you do?
So we're passionate about everything automotive, cars, bikes, you know, tractors, whatever it is. If it's got an engine in it or if it moves, so you can race it, we love it. And we're a huge community of people in this country that are the same as us. There's nobody there to support them. There's nobody there to provide services. Everybody's trying to rob you, and nobody wants to teach you how to do things. So that's exactly what we want to do for people.
Yeah, we just want people to be a little bit more hands-on and do things themselves, because we believe that people are capable, instead of just going to someone and getting overcharged for something that they can do themselves, which has happened to every person.
How long has the machine shop been going for?
So we opened the machine shop on January 2020, 4 weeks before the first lockdown. We were open 4 weeks and we had to shut the doors again. We were closed for the rest of the lockdown.
Where did you learn to weld?
I learned to weld in Ireland. I served my time as a pipe fitter, so I did a lot of large industrial size stuff, 6 inches and above. I started getting more interested in the Tig Weld side of things because I started building motorbikes when I was a teenager. I had to make like subframes, front subframes, rear subframes, doing welding repairs, that sort of stuff. And my interest took off from there. I started going down the fabrication route. My skills really took off when I started working for a company called Northern Motorcycles, and I learned to fabricate aluminium petrol tanks, make aluminium chassis, and then just general metal work and that sort of stuff. Go into a career.
I learned to weld at a machine shop, and I have the best teachers. At a machine shop,
Well,
you
you
have
are.
the best teachers, and they teach you on the best equipment as well.
Can you take Mig on off?
You can, yeah.
Wicked.
She can stick well better than I can.
How did you originally hear about rtech?
When I started teaching these welding lessons, I was using Lincoln Mig Welder and the chassis Tig Weld, because that's just what I'd used in the industry before. People kept bringing me these rtech welders, and when I picked them up first, I was like, I'd never seen them in these before, never even heard of them, put it on the desk, and as soon as I started plugging it in and setting it up, I was like, this is actually quite a nice machine. Plugged it in, started working with it, and I was like, this is actually really nice. And I was quite surprised when I had a look at the website. I just couldn't believe the price. For me, it's a significantly better machine than the for me, they're just as good as the Millers and the Lincolns, and the really, really high premium welders, but for a fraction of the price. I just couldn't believe it. And then these welders kept coming through. I've seen about 10 or 15 over the space of a month, and I rang up to see, what's the crack, and why first two machines from me, and I've used them ever since. I've now got 6 Ortec machines, no 7 Ortec machines, 3 Tig Welders, 3 Mig Welders, and a plasma cooler. All the masks are all Ortec. They're just a lovely kit. It's really good.
I heard about it in the machine shop.
Wicked. It's all working. What's your favourite bike?
Yeah, your favorite bike.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's a little electric bike that I really want to have. It's Calvin.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a weird name to pronounce, but yeah, I love them.
Wicked.
I don't particularly have a favorite bike. I like all the bikes equally. I race BMW S1000. But I like Hondas. I like Honda. It goes fast.
As long as it goes fast.
I know what my least favorite
That's the holidays.
Harley Davidson.
No. So, Mike, what have you learned today?
I've learned how to DC Tig Weld, small steel, and aluminium. Very good. Absolutely brilliant. Showed me a technique. I'm a Mig Welder. Tig welding, I can dabble at it. Not brilliant at it, absolutely not. But Bob's way of teaching just puts it quite simplistic and a 3-step way. Was it 3-step way?
Yeah, 3-step method.
3-step method, and it really intuitive, really good. Yeah, come away for it, a lot more confident, and refine my technique. I'm sure I'll be well away. Good Bob, maybe.
And do you think you could do some TIG welding on your bikes now if needed?
Oh, I would absolutely. I'll give it a go, but plenty of practice before, I think, and yeah, it'd be good. Watch the space, nice expansion chamber for the bantam, be alright.
Wicked.
Well done.
All right, nice one, Bob. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so I could be getting expanding on the bantam. Bring it up.